Visste dere at i år Bislett Games 60 år, og vi feirer da med å utvide arrangementet. For første gang på 60 år går vi fra å være et ettdagersstevne til et todagersstevne. Og for å feire denne dagen så har vi fått to av våre flotteste, beste jenter til å fortelle litt om hva Bislett betyr for dem, og det å være med her i åpningsseremonien på en solfylt Bislett-dag etter 3 uker med regn. Amalie, dagen nå kommet.
Ja, jeg sa det til noen andre her forleden dag. Jeg lurer på om jeg snakket med din kollega Mette, og jeg sa at på Bislett Games så blir det alltid fint vær. Og igjen i år så ble det sånn. Så det var bra timet.
Henriette, du har vært med nå noen år på Bislett, men liksom, din karriere går jo sånn, ganske sånn fort oppover, og nå du liksom en av dem det stilles forventninger til i tillegg. I morgen så skal altså Henriette åpne Diamond League-delen av Bislett Games på 400 meter, så hun altså første mann ut i morgen. Hvordan nervene?
Ja, altså nervene begynner absolutt å komme, og jeg ble fryktelig nervøs når jeg gikk inn her, men det bare bra. Da blir jeg enda mer skjerpet, og jo mer nervøs jeg jo bedre går det, så det lover godt. Ja.
Amalie, du har vært med på veldig mye opp gjennom din idrettskarriere, men har du noen gang vært på intervju live foran publikum?
Nei, det her første gangen. Det jo verdens fineste arena å være på. Bislett noe helt eget. Det så intimt, og man kommer så tett på publikum. Så det en ære å få lov til å stå her, og en ære å få lov til å løpe her i morgen. Og jeg må jo si, Steinar, at du har jo snekret sammen det perfekte hit for min del, så jeg gleder meg masse til å løpe i morgen.
Henriette, Amalie var fornøyd med de utøverne vi har ordnet for hennes 400 meter hekk. Hva synes du om feltet som du skal opp mot om et snaut døgn?
Nei, jeg også veldig, veldig fornøyd. Vi da 5 stykker fra OL-finalen i fjor, så bedre hit kan man nesten ikke få. Så jeg gleder meg masse.
Dere har begge hatt en fin sesongoppkjøring. Begge har vært i god form tidlig. Hvordan kjennes det nå dagen før dagen?
For min del så har jeg vært ganske rolig helt til jeg kommer på stadion her nå. Når man plutselig ser at det publikum på tribunen, og alle sponsorplakatene oppe, og kameraene på plass, så da begynner det å krible litt i magen.
Ja. Nei da, det gjør jo absolutt det. Men som jeg sa i sted, så det bare et sunnhetstegn. Så jeg tror du veldig, veldig bra på oss begge to.
Det hadde jo vært verre hvis du gikk her og var helt iskald hele veien.
Ja, det noe med det. Når vi ikke blir nervøs, så blir man nesten nervøs av det. Vi har jo snakket om det mye før også.
Det jo et sunnhetstegn, som du sier. Det betyr noe for deg.
Ja, det sant.
Så Amalie, hun har nå tatt på seg rollen å stille deg det første spørsmålet. Så nå skal du få lov å stille et spørsmål tilbake igjen til Amalie. Så tenk deg litt nå hva det det du egentlig lurer på.
Ok.
Jeg kan jo begynne.
Ja.
Henriette, fortell om den første gangen du var og så på Bislett Games her, og hva det gjorde med deg, hva det gjorde med motivasjonen din for din karriere.
Det veldig gøy spørsmål faktisk, for jeg husker det veldig, veldig godt. Jeg har bursdag rundt disse tider, så jeg husker jeg fikk i bursdagsgave av mamma og pappa, og billetter hit å se på. Så mamma hentet meg etter skolen, og vi reiste inn hit til Oslo og så på. Jeg tror jeg var sånn 13-14 år. Og det første jeg tenkte var sånn, shit, det her har jeg virkelig lyst til å være med på og løpe. Og i morgen jeg så heldig og skal få lov til å løpe her. Så nei, jeg husker det veldig, veldig godt.
Da, Henriette, da det din tur til å spørre Amalie om et eller annet som du lurer på.
Ok, da kan jeg jo stille tilbake. Hvordan var det første gang du konkurrerte på Bislett Games?
Hvis ikke jeg tar feil, så var det i 2018. Og det var en veldig god opplevelse. Jeg husker jeg var skikkelig nervøs, for det var mitt første Diamond League-stevne, hvor jeg skulle løpe på hjemmebane. Nei, men jeg kom faktisk i mål og satt norsk rekord. Så det jo noe man ikke glemmer med det første. Så det var en veldig fin opplevelse, første smak på Diamond League for min del.
Da håper jeg dere har fått en liten smakebit på både Henriette og Amalies forberedelser og målsetning for morgendagen. Så det vil jeg si takk til dere. Det var viktig at dere går hjem og lader opp og gjør det klare for morgendagen. Så en stor applaus. Takk. Før vi starter på denne internasjonale delen av sendingen, så jo dette litt unikt. Vi har kommet dit som har vært drømmen til Bislett-alliansen lenge, nemlig å skape en hel Bislett-uke. Så dette da første dagen. I morgen har vi Diamond League-delen, og på søndag har vi Barnas Bislett-dag. Da har vi selvfølgelig også lagd vår egen Bislett-merch, våre egne t-skjorter. De står her nå. Bislett foran. Og så har vi Bislett stadion sett fra himmelen bak. Og vi har en butikk rett under hovedtribunen som selger disse i masse forskjellige farger og for gutter og jenter. Og vi har også en stor butikk på Pilestredet, så det var litt reklame. Så da kan dere få muligheten til å få med dere noen minner hjem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bislett Stadium for the 6th edition of the Wanda Diamond League. Please welcome athletes from one of the strongest events we have tomorrow, the pole vault men. So in order, Mr. Sam Kendricks, Emmanouil Karalis, Mondo Duplantis, and Sondre Guttormsen. That's okay.
Take these.
There, and there. And?
Thank you very much.
So, let's start. And always when the pool guys, they're good friends. And one of the leaders of the pack is the grand old man, Mr. Sam Kendricks. Welcome.
Check. Yes, 10 years. 10 years of professional. 7th edition of the Bislett Games. Glad to be back. Gonna try to win it all again.
We have, I think, close to perfect conditions tomorrow. You see it already. You guys were at the track testing it out today. And we have hopes now for a new stadium record. So before I ask the others, you think it's possible?
Oh, absolutely. Especially this stadium brings the best out of us for sure. I think each man here has had a great performance here at the Bislett game in the past. We're just trying to feel that again. Let's do it.
Manu, please take the mic from Sam. So, welcome to Bislett. You've also been here a couple of times, but now you are up there with the big guys. And in this winter, you made Mondo nervous a couple of times.
Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, I mean, this is my my second or third time being here. It's actually the first time that the weather is so nice here, and conditions tomorrow is going to be even better. So I hope everyone's going to jump high. The field is packed with amazing guys. Everyone is capable to jump high. So yeah, I hope tomorrow everyone will get the best out of us, and yeah, it's going to be a great show. Everyone's going to enjoy it, and hopefully we all jump high.
Sondre, this is your home track. You have, of course, extra pressure, but you're also an honest guy. So I ask you a question, and you have to answer honestly. Every time I meet you guys on the circuit, you sit together. It's kind of like a boys' trip, like you travel together. Are you always friends?
Nah, I chose to stay at home this time. I'm not staying in the hotel. No, we're pretty close. We always hang out, and I mean, we spend so many hours at the track together, like so many times every year, so like you kind of have to. If not, you're going to be so tired out there.
And Arman, welcome to Oslo.
Thanks
I
for
think
having
it's
me.
for the 4th time or something.
It has to be more, no?
Or maybe the
maybe
COVID
5th?
as well. Impossible Games.
Impossible Games. Yeah, if you count that one, then I've probably been here like 5 or 6 times, I think. But I really don't even know. But I feel like I've been here a lot of times. Yeah.
So you kind of feel like home.
kind of feel like home, like halfway. I love this meet for a lot of reasons, and I love coming here. One of those reasons is not the guarantee of good weather. That's not one of the reasons, but this time we do happen to have some good weather, which I'm really happy about because I feel like I've been a little bit unlucky, and we all have been the past few times I've been here. So now it seems like it's no excuses. It's all upon us and to jump high and go out there and try to put on as good of a show as we can. So that I'm super excited about.
You had time today to have a look at the run-up and the box. Did it look better than 2 years ago?
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. Nice little tweaks and adjustments from the past few years. And so now I think it's just up to me, up to us to go try to jump high.
So now you can't blame anyone but yourself if you don't succeeding.
I'll probably still blame you somehow.
I know.
No, it's on me. So I just, got to go jump high, basically. But it looks good.
I have to have a follow-up question to you, Mondo. Last year, 2024, was kind of a dream year for you. Everything went perfect. How was it to start over this fall after having such an incredible year and then crowning everything with the Laureus Award? How was it to wake up and do the hard work?
I think that, I don't know. I feel like for the most part, I'm pretty good at getting it out of my system, you know? Like anytime I do something really nice and that I accomplish something great, I feel like I'm good at really getting it out, partying hard for just a day or two. And then I feel like after that, I kind of recoup and I'm rejuvenated in a way mentally, and then I'm ready to get back to it. And fortunately, last year I had a lot of things to party and to celebrate. So that I'm very thankful for. But I feel like I partied it out of my system. And so now I feel like after that in the fall, when I got back to training, I was ready to get back in shape. I was starting to feel a little bit fat. I was just eating whatever I wanted to for too long. And so it was time to lock back in.
Manolo, how is it for you to kind of be a part of this generation of pole vaulters? And you even have Renaud Lavillenie today, so he's still actually part of that generation. How is it to be part of it?
Most of us, we know each other for 10 years or more, and of course we grew up watching Sam and Renaud, and being able to be here and actually be a part of this historic pole vault era. It's something amazing, and I'm really honored to be here, trying my best and being able to jump as high as possible with all my friends. And it's history in the making. Everyone is doing their best, and everyone, as I said, everyone is capable of jumping high. And tomorrow, I think, is going to be the day that we're gonna have a great show.
And Sam, you were part of that generation that came up when Renaud Lavillenie was kind of dominating. Then you managed to beat him, and then you had your glory period, and then this guy came up. But I'm very impressed the way you came back last year and the performances you have done since then, because you managed to fight your way all the way back. So congratulations, and tell me a little bit of the motivation and the hard work, because that was an effort.
Well, absolutely. Coming up in the sport when I did, it's in the shadow of a world record holder. Fresh off the press, Renaud Lavillenie breaks a 20-year-old something world record. How can you top that? Well, you can only be you. And that was something special that I achieved over the course of time. Not the king of the sport, but somewhat of its steward. And I felt like it was my job to raise the level, kind of the barrier for entry, and then eventually pass it to the next generation. And now my job is to make it tough for them. So hopefully we even have another story developing. Me, Sondre, and Mondo all have younger siblings that are competing in a championship together today and tomorrow. So we've got a little rivalry before tomorrow to kind of prime us for jumping high.
Fantastic. Last question goes to our home hope, Sondre. And I'll say this in Norwegian. Så Søndre Sving på 90-tallet var jo det jeg kalte høydeoppsvingen. Jeg var med der I noen år. Now it's developed into the pole vault corner. And there's around 5,000 people tomorrow. All eyes will be on you guys. Tell me a little bit how it is for you as a Norwegian to actually be part of that.
It's obviously a historic, curve, as you will say in English. And it always feels really great when you can just look up in the svingen and get the publikum going, and yeah, you really feel that energy. And I have had some really good performances here in the past, and yeah, I'm excited to go again tomorrow.
So I think that's it, and I will have one little advice for you guys, because the last 3 weeks it's been raining and shitty weather, so people will come to Bislett Stadium tomorrow with a big smile on. And I think it will take you like 1 inch of telling them to clap. They will be ready for it. So thank you so much, and then please give me the microphone. Yeah.
Thank you.
A big applause to the pool vaulters. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you go this way.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And go that way. Yeah. Then we are ready for next event to showcase, and that's 2025's main event. It's the Bislett Showdown. It's going to feel like a boxing match. It's the biggest competition ever in the 400, 300 meter hurdles. Please welcome the 4 greatest 400 meter hurdlers ever. Here we have the Olympic champion Rai Benjamin, former world champion Alison Dos Santos, world record holder, Olympic champion, world champion Karsten Warholm, and a surprise for all of you, we have the former world record holder, Mr. Kevin Young. He won the Olympic Games in 1992, and he will help me do the interviews. So, 1 second. And you sit there, I take one question. Yeah. I must say, this is something I've been working for, dreamt of, and looked forward to a long, long time. But it's been so difficult, even for a meeting of the stature of the Bislett Games, which is part of the Diamond League. It's been tough to get all these 3 guys at Bislett at the same time. But it's like when you never give up and you try and try, finally we have it. And what a year to actually have them all together. And actually on a new event, which this year is an official event, the 300 meter hurdles. Then all the guys will be in Stockholm on Sunday for the 400 meter hurdles. So we're going to now find out who's the best hurler in the world in the 300 meters tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we have the answer on the 400. So please place your bets. So to help me do the interviews today, I have one guy which should know everything about the 400 meter hurdles, a living legend, Mr. Kevin Young. So please take the mic and ask the guys the questions that nobody know.
Okay, so the first question goes to Mr. Karsten. I got a quick question. It is, on July 1st, 2021, a gentleman held a world record for about 29 years before you guys were even born. What was that feeling that you may have had on July 1st, 2021? You got your own mic.
To me, of course, it was an amazing feeling. It was something we had chased for a very, very long time, and I knew that especially you were watching all the races, just waiting for the bomb to explode. So it was here at home soil that I was able to break the world record for the first time, and of course, it's a great memory. And having Alison Dos Santos right behind me there, we were both running good times. So it's an amazing memory that I will cherish forever, because you will not often get the chance to break the world record at home.
I have another question for you, Karsten. I heard it's an urban legend. Is it true that before each race you dip your shoes in Red Bull?
Yeah, it's just to get them wings, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just checking. Dos Santos, I have a question for you. It seems to me that you've been the only athlete currently that has had the most races. You've been participating in the Grand Slam track meets in the U.S. Would that consider you the favorite of the day of tomorrow's event?
Yeah, I don't think so. I would say in the stage that we are right now, you can't just have your favorite. You know, you're gonna have like all of us running tomorrow to prove who is the fastest right now in the 300. And I'm excited for it. It's a different event, gonna be like official. So, you know, just come on here. One of those guys that like I'm really, really proud to be part of. Just, I'm excited. Tomorrow gonna be a great day, and Sunday will be even better.
Good afternoon, Mr. Benjamin.
What's up?
It's all about the Benjamins. For someone who had an illustrious season last year, our Olympic champion, and I heard from a source that tomorrow's race will be your opener, your season opener.
Yes.
How do you feel about coming out of tomorrow? What is your conditioning? I mean, how do you prepare for a 300-meter hurdle race?
It's a weird one because the measurements are different in the beginning.
That was my question.
But we go back to that 400 pattern throughout the rest of the race. So it's just one of those things where you just have to feel it out and see what happens. But as far as conditioning goes, I think I'm in pretty okay shape right now. You know, we'll find out tomorrow.
You're right. You totally answered. I had another question for you guys as well, because I know coming out of California, we run the 300-meter hurdles.
Yes.
In that race, there are 8 hurdles.
Yeah.
The 8 hurdle
it's like right
ends
here.
15 yards before the finish line.
Right.
And I know for a fact that I just found out there's only 7 hurdles in the 300-meter overall race. So the three of you, how do you make that adjustment? Having 40 meters, 45 meters?
It's 50.
Is it 50 meters for the first hurdle? Wow. Okay. How do you make? Well, first of all, the one with the most expertise in the 300-meter hurdles is Mr. Warholm. How do you make the adjustment?
The first hurdle is weird, and it's as Rai says. You have to run the race a bit differently than you used to, and especially the first hurdle is the trickiest part. Actually, that's where it's all very weird. But after that, it's the same stride pattern, but just a little bit quicker than the 40-meter hurdle. So it's a funny way to mix it up. I like it.
So if we're going by stride pattern, I was known to go for a few hurdles, going 12 steps, hurdles 4 and 5. There's a gentleman here who stands about 2 meters tall, who consistently goes 12 strides for at least, 7 to 8 hurdles, if not the whole race, or close to?
Nah. I'm doing like 4 hurdles of 12 because we could run more, but we couldn't practice that. Just training with 12 is crazy.
Yeah. So does it mean that you have the actual advantage over these guys?
I don't think so. I think like the fact they have like a similar pattern, they run like basically the whole race with the same steps, gonna be make easier to understand, because now I need to figure out if I'm doing 12 in the first 4 hurdles or I'm just doing 2 hurdles of 12 and then get back to 13, because like they're gonna be placing different. But I'm excited for tomorrow. Like I did some session just to feel it out, and it was just weird. That's all I can say. It was weird, but I'm excited.
Awesome. I got another serious question. A few years ago, one of the big talks about was the shoes, shoe designs of these years. And a lot of people around the world was making a big thing about it, about the shoes. And one of my explanations personally was, in 30 years, you've got to expect some sort of technology in shoe design. It makes sense. Because if it didn't, because folks want to say it's the reason why you guys ran so fast. Obviously, I don't think it is the shoe. I think it's the talent, the talent. I mean, it comes with... Rai, can you explain to me?
I think today, in this day and age, the way we train, our recovery methods, and just how we select to race kind of plays in our performative advantage. Mm-hmm. I think back then, things were a little different with how they trained. You did a bit more, but now things are way more efficient, and coaches are now figuring out, hey, I don't actually have to do that much to get, the best performance out of my athlete. if I write great workouts and I have a solid recovery program and a recovery plan, then that actually boosts your performance. And we have a lot of, I feel like today we're a big data-driven society. So, you know, you have wearables like Whoop or your Apple Watch and the Oura Ring that tracks your sleep. And I think we found out that sleep is a really big part of, you know, having great performances as well, too, is being able to recover and come back the next day and have a good workout. So I think it's like a mixture of that. And then you definitely have the anomaly of having like great athletes. Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of people do the right things, but to a certain extent, you need that genetic gift to be where we are. And it's just crazy to think that of, you know, all the time periods in the history of mankind, like the three of us chose right now to be great. So, you know, in a different life, you know, Karsten would be the man, absolute man, or Alison would be the absolute man in another life, and in another century or so, I would have been the man, and it would have been, you know.
Just plan it better than
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
Everyone got 1 year. Today, this one in one, and one another one.
Question. Okay, so who has the best shoes?
I do. My shoes for this week, they're custom. I have my own custom pair, so
I think the one with the bottle cap opener, the shoe with the bottle cap opener is winning. No,
I can open bottles for everyone after the race. No worries.
Karsten, when on July 1st, I remember the day you broke my world record. It was a bittersweet moment for me. It was for two reasons. First of all, I knew the record was going down. I didn't know who was going to do it, but I knew the record was going down. But the beauty of it is that you did it, and you did it at home. And like I mentioned about how was that feeling when you broke that record. I remember talking with you. Do you remember having a phone conversation with me?
Yeah, I remember that.
Shout out to Anders, journalist here in Norway. I had an opportunity when Karsten broke my world record to be on FaceTime with him, and it was like a thing of joy for me. So,
but you were a bit relieved as well, I think.
Oh, big deal.
Yeah.
The relief, this was crazy. I was getting interviewed by Vice magazine a few days prior to that, and well, I set up an appointment to get interviewed by him, and the young lady had called me to make sure that the interview was going to go down. And I said, we need to get this done real quick. I said, because by the time we probably have this interview, that record's going to be gone. And sure enough, I think the interview was July 3rd.
Yeah. And you were Rai was super close just a few days before, and then this, and then Tokyo, and then it's all fucked, yeah.
So are you guys are you looking forward to a Tokyo matchup in 2025?
For sure.
Yeah, September. I got to make the team first, though. You know how that is, Kevin. So
before I get out here, can I get an autograph from you guys?
Of course.
On my cap here?
Of course, of course.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I will say on behalf of everyone here at Bislett, thank you, Kevin. You had the best questions. I couldn't have been even close. I hope you now have the inside and the in-depth knowledge about the race tomorrow. It's the last event of tomorrow's Diamond League meeting. And of course, we have big hopes for our own Karsten Warholm, but it's going to be hell of a race. Thank you, guys. And we need to have one picture with the four of you, because it's not often we have the four fastest runners together. So please stand here for the cameras. Historic picture. Okay, thank you so much. And guys, please go that way. And now I'm proud to introduce to you the fastest woman in the world, Miss Julien Alfred. She won the Olympic gold medal in the 100 meters in Paris. And she's here to show you real speed. Julien, welcome to Oslo, Norway.
Thank you.
So how have your days been so far? You've been here a couple of days.
Yeah, it's been really good. I got a chance to spend my birthday here in Norway. Pretty chill. I had practice earlier on today. And I just feel relaxed. I love the weather today. I'm just ready for tomorrow, God's willing.
It's going to be even better tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to that.
So we're standing now on the last 5 meters of the 100-meter stretch. So tomorrow you're going to be there ready in the blocks. Right. Bislett Stadium's been sold out since February. Wow. And this is one of the real historic meetings. So how do you prepare and what's your plans for tomorrow? It's tough competition also tomorrow.
It really is. You know, you have to, when I come out here, I want to be, you know, at my very best. And my coach always says he will never send me to the line without me being fully prepared to compete. So I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to great competitions, my first 100 of the season, actually. So it's such an honor to be opening up my 100-meter season right here in Oslo.
The Olympic Games, every 4 years, when you win the 100-meter, men or women, you get the title, the fastest man or the fastest woman in the world. How has your life changed since you took the belt and become the fastest woman in the world? Tell me about after Paris.
Yeah. You know, my life has changed for the better, especially being able to represent my small island of St. Lucia with just under 200,000 people. It has changed for the better, becoming tourism ambassador for my country, obviously being recognized more now, and just stepping to the line and just knowing that there's a lot more pressure and, you know, on my back, and there's a target on my back now. But, you know, I'm ready for every challenge presented to me. But, you know, it has changed for the better, more opportunities in life. And I think what's most important, I think just now using my voice to also promote my country and just realizing that I have a talent that's going to glorify God.
So being from a small island, St. Lucia, I will be honest with you, I never heard about it before you won the Olympic gold medal. And I've been to the Caribbean a few times.
Right. You know,
but you become kind of an ambassador for your country. So we have a lot of Norwegians here that might dream to go to the Caribbean. And if they choose to go to St. Lucia, what can they see?
You know, St. Lucia is, the only country named after a woman in the world. We also have the only driving volcano. And like I said, we have just under 200,000 people living in St. Lucia. We're also known for our chocolate productions. I know you like strawberries here. So strawberries and chocolate sounds good to me. We have so many to offer, so many good hotels. And being an athlete, representing also Body Holidays, a great place where you can go to and also, you know, just get a refresh. And just be one with nature as well. Our beaches is like no other. So many beautiful hotels. And I think one thing about St. Lucia that people always talk about is just the people and how welcoming they are. I think St. Lucians as people on a whole, we're just so hospitable. And I think that's what makes a country what it is as well. It's not just what they have to offer, but I think the country and the people themselves, they show people around the world how good we are as people.
I can tell you now, I'm not afraid of your after career, because when you finish sports, you'll be an ambassador for your country. You work in the tourist industry, and there will be a lot of people coming to enjoy your island. So I wish to come there one day. I hope that's possible. But I won't occupy you anymore now, because I want you fit and ready for tomorrow. So I would like, on the behalf of the Bislett spectators, a big applause, and we look forward to the 100-meter tomorrow. and we'll all cheer for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
So that was it for this year's edition of, I don't know what this is. It definitely wasn't a press conference. It might have been a Q&A. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And we are now having Bislett Boys Choir, Bislett Guttekor, which has made their own song. And the name, of course, is Bislett. So we look forward to releasing that song today. So please, Bislett Guttekor, the floor is yours. And it will take a few minutes before they're ready. Thank you.
Ja, og mens de gjør seg klare, så skal vi presentere dagens første øvelse, som slegge for menn.
Ja, vi skal da ha slegge for menn, men's hammer throw. Og vi skal ha 7 menn av gårde og første kaster ut fra Kanada, den regjerende olympiske og verdensmester Ethan Katzberg. Vi har fra Ukraina bronsemedalje fra fjorårets OL, Michaela Kåkan. Fra Ungarn OL-sølv i fjor i Paris, Bence Halash. Vi har fra Polen mannen som har 5 VM-gull, Pavel Fajdek.